Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into one of the smallest, but honestly, one of the most important words in the entire English language, A. It might look simple, but wow, getting this little word right is a huge step towards sounding natural and confident.
So let's start right at the very beginning. I mean, literally. If you were to open a giant English dictionary to the very first page, what's the first word you'd see? Yep, A. It's not just the first letter of the alphabet. It's a fundamental key to unlocking the rest of the language.
Here's our game plan for today. First, we'll get to know the word Then, we'll figure out how to say it correctly. After that, we'll cover what it means and, most importantly, how to use it. And, of course, we'll wrap up with a little bit of practice to make sure it all sticks. Let's do this! All right, let's get properly introduced to our word of the day. And seriously, don't let its tiny size fool you. This word, has a massive job to do. You see it absolutely everywhere in English.
So what is it exactly? Well, its official job title is an article. And what's an article? Think of it like a little signal. It's a small word that pops up right before a noun, a person, a place, or a thing, to give you a heads up that a noun is on the way.
Okay, so we know what A is. Now let's talk about how to say it, because getting the pronunciation right is so important if you want to sound clear and natural when you speak. Now you'll see two things here. On the left, there's that formal, kind of technical symbol. But for real, everyday talking, just focus on the right. In a normal conversation, the word almost always just sounds like Like, you wouldn't say, I see a cat. No way. It would sound really strange. You'd say, I see a cat. Go on, give it a try with me. Just Perfect.
Awesome. We know its job and we know how to say it. But what does actually mean? Don't worry, this is probably the easiest part of the whole lesson.
It's this simple. A just means one. That's it. It means a single thing. So a book just means one book. A friend means one friend. It's just talking about a single general thing. Let's look at this in real sentences. I see a cat. All that means is I see one cat. Simple. She wants a book. Yep, you got it. She wants one single book. He is a doctor. This means he is one person out of many whose job is being a doctor. See, it's always about one. Okay, now for the really important part, the rules. How do we know when we should use A? Well, there's one main rule you need to remember, and it has everything to do with sound. Here it is. This is the key. You use before a word that starts with a consonant sound. You know those sounds like B, C, D, F, G. So that's why we say a ball, a cat, and a dog. If the next word starts with one of those sounds, is the word you need. Now here's a super common mistake to watch out for. We never say a apple. It just sounds clunky, doesn't it? That's because the word apple starts with a vowel sound. For words that start with vowel sounds, like A, E, I, O, U, we use a different word, an. So it's always an apple. The big secret here is to listen for the sound of the next word, not just look at the first letter. Okay, that's enough rules in theory for now. Let's actually put this all together and practice speaking. This is the part that really makes it all click. Let's practice with this sentence. I'll say it first, and then you can repeat it right after me. Ready? I have a new pen. Go for it. Fantastic. And we use A here because the next word, new, starts with that N sound, a consonant sound. You got it?
So before we finish, let's just quickly look at a couple of related words. We already talked about an, right? We use that before a vowel sound, like in an egg. But what about the word one? Well, you use one when you really want to stress the number. For example, if you say, I have one dog, you're making it super clear that you don't have 2 or 3 dogs. A dog is more general. One dog is all about the exact number. And that's pretty much it. A is a simple but super powerful word for talking about single things. So now it's over to you. Take a quick look around you right now. Can you make a sentence with A about something you see? I'm sure you can. With just a little bit of practice, you'll be using it perfectly without even thinking.